Those who lost presidential primary elections still in trauma. Aisha and Buhari, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The First Lady of Nigeria, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, has wondered why some of those who lost out in the presidential primary elections have remained in traumatic situations. Aisha made the observation while recounting how devastating it was for her husband, President Muhammadu Buhari, when he was defeated 3 different times at the nation's presidential polls. She spoke at a groundbreaking ceremony for the Armed Forces Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder Center, a project of the Mrs. Lucky Irabo-led Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association. Aisha explained how she had tried to reach out to those who lost out at the primary polls but hit brick walls, adding that they had been living in traumatic condition and remained incommunicado. She wondered why politicians who lost bids to claim their political party's presidential ticket should render themselves almost inconsolable and even switch off their phones to date for people not to reach them. Failing the election for 3 times was a big blow to every contestant, but those that have contended for just yesterday, a simple primary election, they are still living in a traumatic condition. I tried to console them. I tried to talk to them. Some of them have switched off their phones up to today, just because of a primary election, she said. Let me tell you, Mama Buhari, I have attention now. Is it not 100 million naira that they sold your phone for? Are you not a member of APC? Well, let me say you're not a member of APC. Are you not aware that they counted not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 100 million? They counted it and gave it to you people. I beg you, madam, see this one with the talk now, you know, follow. You're not even supposed to talk about this matter. Allow them to grieve. Is it your grief? Is it your mouth that is using to grieve it? Or is it your eyes that is using to cry the tears? Leave them alone, Shubon. Leave them alone. Yes, while I'm not clapping for them, I'm not clapping for them after all. Now then see form 100 million naira for which they know they show. Then go do bets. The bets now, they can't lose everything now. So allow them to grieve. Whenever then they're ready, whenever they feel so okay, they don't do, then come aside from their shell. Nobody should force them out. Abi? Okay. It was because they were cheated by dollars. That was the most painful thing, ma. It was not an election but an act of money suppression. Another angle to look at it. Many of them, they are grieved and they were convinced that had it been things were out to play out on their own, they're going to be in a better position. Yes. Who cheated them? All of them used dollars, but the highest bidder take it all. Even cheated, they will swear with their life that they don't cheat as well as one will be sure better than others. True, sure. True. Even person where they cheat, go talk say no they cheat. It was the fantasy they were took to by the power bloc, thinking they have the highest support of the president. They never had the right discussion with Boo Boo, but rather defense cabals. They all feel that by the last reality permutations, that power must shift to the south. And if you talk of the south, of course, you know that Milo Khan master strategies, the Jagaban of the black race. And that is the reason why they want to leave the world. I wonder how people take this life. My dear, people they talk, they never understand. You forget that these people use money by their APC form. First of all, that money is too much. That money if it cuts mind. All right. You're very correct, madam. Even our VP had to go for surgery, and Lawan became Momo of the century with Amici, who lost several weights, which accrued to the stadium while exercising. Waiting can concern. You're one of the dishonest. Osebanjo's surgery was obviously not due to his defeat. Don't mind this person. This person is just being a savage. Now ask yourself whether Tinubu's people are encouraging him to join or driving them away with arrogance in a very hostile manner. What about the Muslim issue? Please be fair. It is not a matter of please be fair. Everybody get mad so you can give your opinion. Okay. Because they were cheated in a wrong way. Alright. Dear First Lady, Is that a mockery or consolation? My dear, I don't see it as a consolation, because this a consolation sha go follow you no follow at all. If you ask me, you no follow at all. When your husband lost in 2011, he killed many youths. You do not how many youths you do not know, and he threatened to even kill more in 2015 if he does not win. Finally liberated, no longer in the other room. She was never in the class of the other room. She's highly educated. Oh, okay. Madam, you are the first to experience a traumatic condition. As a result of that, you couldn't join your husband to the podium, even when you were ushered to step up as you're supposed to hand over the APC flag to Tinubu, because Tinubu was not a preferred candidate. Voila. Villa people were running all over each other, deceiving and extorting their parents. Some even arranged fake title for them in Dora. How they tell you. In the game of life, sometimes you win, another time you learn. It does rain always, neither does it shine. Okay, it does not always rain, neither does it shine always. Alright, but for me, I don't believe that they were cheated. I can collect your money and fail to vote for you, and nothing will happen. It is the popularity we are talking about here. President Muhammad Buhari said, go and test the popularity. Simple. Is that the popularity they're talking about? Really? Like, it is the popularity that you are going to test? Wow. Okay. They're on traumatic situation due to the promises from the presidency, allowing them to spend 100 million naira each before coming out to deny endorsing any candidate. Like a girl who welcomes every man for marriage at last, but failed to marry any of them. The men will have trauma first, so allow them grieve. Allow them grieve their grief. If their grief finish, anytime we then decide to come out, fine, no wahala. Anytime they decide to come out, no problem. But to me, sincerely, let allow them grieve. Like I said, even if not for anything, the money. Some people paid 100 million and still paid more money, so the people vote for them. So people, meanwhile, bought almost everything. Some people bought almost everything. All right. So at the end of the day, people should be allowed to grieve now. Now they grieve, Abby. Tell me they should be allowed to grieve. Well, the thing be say, people like Amici has gone, as in the guy only came out, and when he came back, he just threw jabs, and after throwing that jabs, he disappeared again. So let them grieve their grief. To lose that kind of money, no be small issue. I beg, that money too plenty. Of course, the people who lost after that 100 million, they still paid more. They paid more, and so they also lost again. So I can imagine. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.